They shouldn't, do this to the drivers all day and mindlessly have them driving all around the city. What is going on, guys? This is your boy Luis, aka Matata, for my gaming peoples, and you're watching Wrenchettes. Let's do 5 things I hate about VIA. Now, disclaimer, I'm not bashing VIA. I'm not saying it's a bad company, but like any other company out there, it's not without faults. And this may or may not bother you as well, but let's get to it. I have my cheat sheet on my phone, so excuse me, let me read up so I don't blab too much. Now, number 5 in the list is changing rules to their benefits. Now let me explain what VIA is really quick and what they do. VIA is a rideshare platform in the city. I'm talking about New York City, which 95% of their core businesses is in Manhattan. Now they are, if you want to understand like what kind of pickups they do, it's like pool, like Uber Pool and Lyft Line. You are just doing that all day, picking up people in the pool type of environment. But they guarantee you hourly rates. They have flex mode, which is by call per basis they pay you, or blue mode, which they guarantee your hourly rates. And at different times they offer different rates. Okay, so and I'm going back to this, changing the rule to their own benefit. For example, if you logged in close to 7 o'clock or 7 o'clock, you're supposed to be on blue mode, in which they're gonna guarantee you hourly rates. Now let me tell you a little story. I logged in at 6:45 and it was 7:35 and I didn't get one call and I wasn't on blue mode. They didn't put me on blue mode, they put me on flex mode, and I didn't get 0 calls for almost an hour. So Lord, now this guy's gonna put down the gate. 1 second. Thank you. You might want to use a little grease in that bitch. It's 7:35 and I didn't get one call. Now guess what? Finally, like at 7:36, 7:37, I got a call. In flex mode, mind you. So it's per call basis. And as soon as the guy gets in my car, I got 3 pickups right away. Bam. Yes, this is gonna be good money because remember, I'm on flex mode. They paying me by each person that I have on my car. So I have a full house, that's good money. And most likely they're going downtown. Now guess what they did? As soon as I had those people in my car and I went and picked them up, it was like 7:45 because it was close to like that first pickup. They took away the flex mode and they put me on blue mode. So what that means? That means they paid me guaranteed hours from 7:45 to 8, which is less than a quarter of my hourly guarantee. So if from 7 to 8 they was gonna pay me, let's say 40, now they're gonna pay me what the hell is half is 20, then another half is 10, then a quarter. So probably they're gonna pay me what, $8, $9, $10. Now that's what I'm talking about, switching the rules to their own benefit. And VIA, don't do that crap. That's one of the things that I hate about VIA, which is what is here. Let's do number 4. Okay, number 4 is terminals. Now let me explain what terminals is, because I'm talking like if you know what I'm talking about. But since like most of you guys don't know, terminals is when you are in blue mode and for some reason you drop like all your passengers and you don't have nobody in your car, so they sent you to a place where you wait for people, to pin you again. So that's what terminals is according to VIA. So the reason that I hate terminals is because 95% of the time or 98% of the time you never ever get to your terminal. So let's say that you drop off at First Avenue and 23rd Street and they tell you, oh, go to 145th Street on the west side. That's extremely far, right? So you on your way to 145th on the west side, and you are by 42nd Street already, and First. And guess what? You may get a pin, bing, going back down to 32nd Street, and like second or third. So it just doesn't make sense. Yes, they're paying you by the hour, but just to tell you to drive and keep driving non-stop and keep going back and forth without no reasoning behind it is just stupid, and it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of gas, and you are exploiting your drivers for no freaking reason. So that's number 4. Terminals is stupid. Number 3 is pickup locations and traffic. In New York City, there are a lot of hot spots, like what I call hot spots. Like, for example, it's 1st and 23rd, at 42nd Street, at 59th Street and 5th. All these hot spots are places where there is a lot of congestion, a lot of traffic. Now, if you saw my last video, I said that the number 2 reason that New York City has a lot of traffic congestions is what? It's because of the deliveries. And deliveries do what? They block one lane. Now, if you're driving for Via and they tell you go to 1st and 23rd and wait for a passenger that pings you a long far away, and you get there and they're not there, and you're blocking one in the traffic, guess what's gonna happen? You are the freaking reason that there's a whole bunch of people in the back trying to cross over and slowing down traffic. Okie dokie, let's move on from that. Okay, let's go for number 2, midday pay. Now, this is something that boils me. Oh my God. I think all of these just boils me, but like this one, oh my God, it's number 2, but number 1 is the best. Just stick around. Midday pay. Now, let me explain again. Via has morning peak time 7 to 9 and afternoon pickups 5 to 8, right? 9 to 5, it should be slow. That's why they offer you the least amount. In New York City, it's 17 base, and if you do 3 hours plus peak time hours, morning and afternoon, they pay you as a bonus $21 an hour. So you get from 9 to 5, $21 an hour if you work straight, of course. But there has been a lot of times where my car has been full of freaking people in between those times. Now, if you're telling me that you can't pay me more money because it's slow, it's a slow time, why is my car full of people? If you have a lot of pickups, then pay me accordingly. Don't freaking lower my pay saying, oh, it's slow times, but you're picking up the same amount of people, it's the peak time, but they call it slow times. Come on, man, it's freaking wrong, man. Okay, number 1, this is the number 1 thing I had about Via, and as I learned is I'm not alone in this. Now, I call it the log off forced drop offs in Via. Now, what do I mean by log off forced drop offs? In Via, let's say that you're in Uber and Lyft, right? And you say it's 8 o'clock. You're like, and you have a passenger. You're like, man, I'm feeling tired. I think after this I'm done. So you hit the offline, and like Via and Lyft usually tells you, oh, after this ride you are gonna be logged off. Or you wait until you drop and you log off. And if you get a request, you just deny it and log off, right? You can do that, right? But guess what? In blue mode in Via, you cannot. Now, what do I mean by that? If it's 8 o'clock and you have a person in the back, you say, man, that's it. It's 8 o'clock. I've been driving since 6 o'clock in the morning. I did both peak times. Let me log off. You log off, right? But if Via, before you hit that log off button, already has scheduled you a ride, then you have to. Not if you want to. You have to go and get that passenger and drop them off before you get out. Now, how does that make freaking any sense at all? Now, if you live like somewhere like in the Bronx, and guess what? This last passenger, they're going to Staten Island, which is like an hour, 2 hours away. And guess what? You're gonna have to go and drop off that passenger. And guess what? As soon as you drop in Staten Island, because you hit that end shift, they're gonna log you out in Staten Island. You live in the Bronx, so you're gonna have to drive 2 hours to Manhattan, including traffic. It could be worse. It could be 3 hours, and then drive to your house in the Bronx, which adds like another 25 minutes. So 2 hours and 25 minutes driving, wasting gas, and paying the tolls. So here it is. These are These are my 5 things that I hate about Via. Now again, disclaimer: I'm not hating on Via. I'm not bashing Via. I'm not telling you not to drive for Via. But the reason that I did 5 things that I hate about Via first is because people are drawn to negativity, like gossip and something like bad going on. And because I think Via is a great platform to drive for, I did the things that I hate about it first. So just to attract you in and grab you. Now, Via is a great platform to work for. They aren't without faults. And these, to me personally, are faults that they should pick up and fix for the better of their company, for the better of their drivers. They shouldn't, do this to the drivers all day. If you like this content, just give me a like, share with your friends. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, because it tells YouTube that I'm doing a good job. So that's it for this video. Until next time, peace.